Watch You Seek, the forum that Russian watch experts make time for.
Greetings, fellow watch enthusiasts. I'm Craig Hester, as Tim likes to refer to me affectionately, the watch industry's favorite comrade. And we are here in Vilnius, Lithuania, at the home of Vostok-Europe, and I am so excited. This is the first time, I believe, in the history of watch television that anyone has actually been at a factory, a watch factory, behind what we would have referred to in the past as the Iron Curtain. It's been a while since that curtain fell. I'm here with Igor Zubovskij, the managing director of Vostok-Europe, and Kosta, I'm going to let you pronounce his last name. Kosta Merkin. He is the designer of all these Vostok-Europe watches that you have come to enjoy so much over the past few months. And we're going to talk about watches, we're going to talk about Vostok-Europe, and we're going to start with just a general discussion of Vostok-Europe, the concept, how long it's been around, what they do here. And again, we are here in Vilnius, Lithuania, and it is exciting. So Igor, why don't we start with just a general talk about the company Vostok-Europe, the concept, and kind of the evolution of where you've come from and you are now.
I prefer to start from brief explanation what we are doing here, how we are doing, and why we are doing. When we started creation of first collection, start was almost 5 years ago, in August 2003. We decided to create a collection with the main concept Soviet techno design. What does it mean for us? Because Soviet means many things, as good as bad for all people. But we decided to concentrate, never to use aggressive military symbols, never use ideologic symbols, but only use real advantages of Soviet technologies, Soviet industry, Soviet science, which really had influence to human history, to modern space programs, to modern aircrafts, to real story of modern world.
Right. Cultural achievements as well.
Yes.
Right.
No, we will never use symbols like KGB or Russian tanks. We are separate from it. But we use real symbols of which, masterpieces of Soviet industry.
Well, the Maria is a great example.
For
of that.
example,
it's
Maria,
the largest plane in the world.
Yes.
It means dream, still the largest. It's a good example of it. You know, while it has some military applications, it's not. Could be because of it's a huge transport vehicle.
Yes.
It's not primarily something that is tied to the military history of Russia or the former Soviet Union.
Or atomic icebreaker Arctica.
Right.
It's absolutely peaceful ship. It's no military, but it's a unique ship in the world.
Right.
Still.
And a first.
Or energy rocket. It's most powerful rocket in history
ever built.
I'm sorry, more powerful than Apollo system. That's true.
That's why I always joke that one of the things I've learned since I've been involved with Russian watches is that how many firsts and largest and biggest that Russia did. I always joke that the U.S. did a lot of firsts. We didn't hear about the ones from Russia because the U.S. had a better PR department.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And second reason why we did it, because we also worked for this industry before collapse of Soviet Union.
Right, you were involved.
This building, when we are now, it's a former scientific research institute of radio measurement devices. We really made unique devices. Our main competitor in the world was Hewlett-Packard and Hughes.
Wow,
that's true. Our
right here in Vilnius.
Right here in this building.
Wow.
I worked 2 floors up from this office 17 years ago. But it was really high-level, high-tech products. But so we worked for this system, and now symbols and images of our watches are inspired by these facts and advantage.
And I know that one of the things about Vostok-Europe, and I talk about this a lot when we talk about the Vostok-Europe watches, that and I enjoy about them is that you start with the idea first.
Yes.
You know, you start
exactly.
with, you know, I want to, like, for instance, the
Yes.
Energia, and I know I'm mispronouncing it. It's, so you say it right.
What?
Energia. It's
Energia.
close enough? Okay.
Exactly, in Russian it's energia, but you
Energia.
will never be able to pronounce it. I'm sorry.
You know, that you don't start with, I mean, a lot of companies, a lot of watch companies, they'll go buy a case off the shelf from companies that make watch cases, and they'll slap a name on it and say this is that name. You guys start, you know, Vostok-Europe starts with, you know, you go to Kosta and say, I want to build a watch that is inspired by the Energia.
Yes.
And then you start from scratch. I mean, these watches are not, you don't go and say, give me that case, give me that bracelet, I'm going to put it together and call it something. You create from the ground up.
Every model during making of every new model, idea is first and
Right.
design is second. It's strict. Maybe we can ask Kosta about this.
We should, absolutely.
So, мы говорим сейчас о том, что в создании каждой модели сначала была идея, потом на основании этой идеи создавался уже дизайн. Ну вот, если,
That's a good, let's look at the Energia
например,
case.
когда ты год назад рисовал энергию, можешь рассказать, каким образом от идеи энергии ты пришел к этому дизайну.
Ну, тут используется, вначале были еще идея такое сделать типа сопел вот какой-то ракеты. То есть вот такие зазубрины здесь на всех этих. Но вообще эти часы все равно образованы за счет механизма нового типа, где асимметричный, да, смещен.
Так, а сама конструкция ракеты асимметричная тоже, когда на ней стоит.
Конечно, да. Вот. Потом уже переделали эти сопла, добавили наши имиджи, звезды, вот, и прочие элементы. Ну, также принято в космических часах, которые там посвящены космосу, приняты логарифмические линейки использовать
Для
вычисления.
So when he started to make this design, first idea was to use this looks for fixation of bracelet to the case, like a rocket engine of Energia space launcher.
Like the
Yes.
the long
Yes.
I don't know what
It's
they're
rockets.
called. The
Separate
rockets.
It's
separated.
rocket engine.
Right.
And as we see on this picture, the rocket has asymmetrical construction. Same as this watch. I'm sorry, it's just a case and not a watch.
Oh, that's okay. Well, we'll be looking at the watch on the show.
Yes, of course. We will start assembling of this model. Now it's Friday. We will start from Monday. So it's just a case. So as you see from this case, everything is asymmetrical in this model. Position of movement, glass is asymmetrical. Everything is asymmetrical like this rocket.
So it's inspired by the rocket.
And as Kosta said, it's one of requirement for real cosmical watch. It must be something technical which help cosmonaut in the flight. For example, we added logarithmic scale, which it's a mechanical calculator. Using it, we can make arithmetical.
Is it for time and distance, or is it
Time, distance. So arithmetical calculation. It's a mechanical calculator.
people who understand math a lot better than me?
When this watch will be in mass production, we will print special instruction how to use this logarithmic scale.
Good, because the first question I'd get from every customer is, how in the world do I use this logarithmic scale? So